like. Groovy podcast hosted by inebriated people. That's Kai with the cracking voice and Heather's touched by evil. One thinks he's Spider-Man, the other is a ninja. It's the Man I Love Fun podcast, it's the MILFcast.
Hello party people and welcome to another episode of the MILFcast. This is another MILFcast mini number, episode 2.7. I am your host Kai. Joining me as always is my co-host Heather Boxendale. Say hello, Heather Boxendale.
Hello. I love singing our theme song every time it starts. I can't help myself, and then I dance, and I get in a good mood immediately. So thank you, Steve Bush.
It's really the best part of the show. It's all really downhill after the theme song.
And the best part is we usually screw up the intro anyway.
Yeah.
So the best part is also the part we screw up consistently.
The good news is like we seem to have figured out cameras, which is important because seeing like the top of Heather's forehead and the camera thing change every time. We've got that.
But you can see my forehead if you want. If you want to see my forehead, look, it's so good. Look, I'm from the Blair Witch. I need to apologize to Michael's mom.
The Breadbug is here. What's up, Breadbug? Say hi to Breadbug, everybody.
Hi, Breadbug.
So, a little bit of housekeeping. So, this is episode 2.7, our mini. We're going to do another mini on Sunday night. Heather and I are fascinated with pregnant people food. It's something that caught our attention, and we're going to try some on Sunday night, and we might even take suggestions. If we have said ingredients in our households, we'll try things that you guys tell us to eat. We have the regular podcast is coming back on the Sunday the 6th. We have Justin Jones joining us as another streamer, great artist, great gamer, fun guy. He has shit he can do with his head that we don't have technology for yet, but we're working on it. I started working on our emotes. We have to do a certain amount of hours on Twitch before we can get our emotes and all that crap going, but we're working on it, so that'll be coming soon. And I think that's pretty much it. So I had this weird thing happen today, Heather. I was sitting on my couch, and I saw that Heather Time has gone live, which happened one time before. I accidentally hit start stream when I was at my computer once, and you're like, did you just do the MILFcast? And I was like, nope, I was just stupid. But today I was sitting at my thing, and it's all Heather Time is live, and I'm like, is she doing? Did I get kicked off the show that I created? What the fuck just happened? So what's going on?
It's just my personal account, which I created a long time ago. It's just Heather Time. That's it. So if you search Heather Time, I don't know if you can search followers in Twitch that's following a page. I imagine you could. That seems like a good networking thing to have on a public profile. But yeah, Header Time. I've had it for quite some time, and I've never actually streamed games or anything on it. And as we've talked in depth about, I've been playing the Mass Effect series, and I thought, well, what the hell? I'll see if I can, if it's not a pain in the butt, which usually these things are, then I'll just hook it up to my Xbox, and this way I'll be able to grab screenshots and stuff a lot easier and clips, because the way Xbox does it is kind of a pain in the ass for sharing. So I hooked it up. It worked. I did a little tester. And then this afternoon, I finished work kind of early. I finished most of my projects kind of early, which never happens. Adam was at grandma's. So I was like, I'm going to play a mission. So I played a pretty big mission. So I took like an hour and streamed. And I got followers. And one of my followers is now following us.
That's awesome. So you're going to leave the show if you surpasses? Because by extrapolation, just by playing video games, you should beat the amount of followers this podcast has in like a week.
Okay, but this is the funniest part too, is I'm just using the headset that I have here, and I want to talk through everything because I have 800 million things that I can say about this game in particular. So I thought, I'll do that. This would be great. I could do walkthroughs. This would be awesome. I've tried to watch other women do Mass Effect streams, and it's been very disappointing. There's been a lot of really, really beautiful women, and that's great. I love beautiful women, but they don't seem to know very much about video games. And I feel like if you're doing a stream on video games, you should probably know something about it. Or if it's a co-hosting type show, then at least one of the people doing the show should know a thing or two about it. So I decided to try it. So I might start doing that. And I thought and considered possibly maybe every once in a while I'll pop on ours and play games if our viewers are ever interested in watching me do some gaming streams.
Not without me.
Well, you should play with me then.
I'll play with you or I'll talk shit on you.
You can do that too.
Yeah, but
we could do like a game night once a month.
This is a co-hosting effort. This is a two-man team, so we do nothing alone. Tapeworm said beautiful women are ucky. I don't know if he meant to say lucky, because he didn't say icky. He said ucky.
That's true. That's very specific. And the bread bug said loaf, which sounds very on brand for bread bug.
Oh,
so,
he's clarified it's ucky. It is in fact ucky.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, that's an opinion for sure.
By the way, tonight we want to talk about, when we get to our little discussion topic, we want to talk about things that other people think are popular, but you just are not. It's just not lighting your fire. It's not stroking your.
Come on, baby. Light the fire.
Little Donor's Eyes brought something up. There's a hot tub stream of Geralt. Thought you might enjoy that.
Geralt!
Is it Geralt? It's like GIF and GIF.
It's Geralt. Geralt of Rivia.
Nobody cares.
He does, and so does everyone else. Hello.
I need to try that show again. I got through like 3 episodes, and I was drawing the whole time, and I missed a bunch of it.
You really do.
Eh. I liked the first episode a lot. Then it got a little weird.
It is weird. I was kind of surprised that everyone took to it the way that they did. It is like pretty heavy fantasy. This isn't Game of Thrones where you have a little bit tossed in here or there. This is real magic, like deep nerd fantasy stuff. So I didn't think it would be as appealing. It followed the books rather than the video games, which the video games are based off the books, but they definitely take a lot of their own creative turns with the series. So I was kind of shocked, and it was definitely a lot was underplayed in it, and a lot of people like things spelled out for them. So I was kind of excited, and it was relatively low budget, which I thought they did a magnificent job considering. Yeah, they did not have a huge budget. Exactly, and a budget. That is the monies that they're given.
Is that
to spend on the show?
It's not a Midwest colloquialism. Colloquialism. I still can't fucking say it. It's in the goddamn bumper.
Colloquialism.
Yeah,
Colloquialism.
That's a thing. I just can't even. He brings up a bigger point though. So like I was going through Twitch the other day and I saw this like looked like ours, but there's like 9 people and they're like the hot tub debate. So I haven't dove too much into this, but I've made comments before that I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to compete with the podcast, which we're not trying to compete. We did this for fun. My wife's always saying we talk about old people shit, like buying socks or not liking stupid shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm here to have fun, and I think what we say is funny, and you listen to the radio and get worse than this every fucking day. But
we are funny.
I am. You're great. I think so.
See, that was a funny moment right there.
The funny thing is, so, like, I brought up this hot tub thing. So, like, I went on Twitch and I was like, so let's see what's out there. And, like, I just saw a bunch of girls. Good-looking girls. Some of them look like, I don't know. Anyway, they're in hot tubs just talking to a camera, which seems, like, from a technical standpoint, seems annoying. Because I happen to have one of these hot tubs, and they make a lot of noise. There's a lot of electronics involved. I feel like somebody's bound to be electrocuted. But, like, so there's this debate. So I saw an article on it. And it's, like, partially was, like, these women are just doing this to get subscribers by being cute and in their bikinis and talking to people.
Yeah, that's a foregone conclusion for the most part.
I'm sure that plays in. But at the same time, there was a whole debate about how, like, we're over-sexualizing them. Don't do that. They're asserting their feminism, things like that. And I'm not here to get into, like, controversial topics. But it's, like, I tuned in and she was just like she was just laughing and she wasn't saying anything of worth. So
okay,
what was the point?
The point is that is the point. it is sexualizing it to a degree, but a lot of the women that are doing it, and I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of the women that are doing it for that exact purpose. Just like a lot of the women who are running video games that don't know anything about video games but are lovely. And they have a bunch of followers because they sit there and talk to a bunch of people that are interested in them because of what they look like. And pretending like that dynamic doesn't exist is just bullshit. Yeah. Also, I love a fucking dumpster fire. So I'll tune in for that shit. But I have limited patience for that kind of thing. Unless someone is being funny.
I turned in and I was like, this girl is cute. This is cool. seen too many adult things in my life to be turned on by a girl in a hot tub in a bikini. That's such PG porn to me. Like, it doesn't really do anything.
Unless it's Kate Beckinsale, I don't care.
Even then, I'm like, all right, oh wow.
Nope,
okay,
I'm in. I'm in if it's Kate
I'm gonna go
Beckinsale.
hit the buffet.
Sarah Michelle Gellar too, yeah. See.
By the way, David
I'm 12.
Depict is back. He said, "I know how you feel. I can't say the word wolf. I'm suspecting he says the word wolf."
Oh,
right.
Well, that's kind of fun, but I mean, at least it's close to what a wolf is.
Yeah,
it's canine.
Some people have a hard time rolling those L's in there. No booba emote.
I don't want to know booba.
Welcome before times. Everybody say hi before times in the chat.
Hi before times.
Hello.
Welcome everyone. We're talking about boobs and hot tubs again,
which I'm a fan of.
We are so building up to Kai's inevitable hot tub day.
Yes, we talked. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I was like, I have one of these hot tubs, and we have a Twitch stream. Let's turn the tables. I'll go sit in that thing, and Heather can put her green screen outfit on to where she's just not existent.
I'm just gonna do the robot the whole time, and I'll try not to talk.
Like, if we're not here to like. I honestly came on this because I feel like when we talk about stuff, I have like a good perspective, or I can be funny, or things like that. And now I'm contemplating getting my fat ass into a hot tub and streaming it to people on Twitch.
Literally don't have a reason. In fact, right before we started the show today, I said, you know, it's great. I'm wearing a t-shirt, some pajama bottoms. All I had to do is brush my hair. I almost said brush my face. See, I can't even talk on a talk show. Brush my hair and wash my face, and that's all I have to do to prepare. I like it. It's good. It's delightful.
Here's the great thing about this. So, like, whatever of our we've actually done very well with Twitch, and our socials have like really picked up. And we have a really big kind of cult following with the podcast prior to all this. Like, a lot of people, like, we're surprised how many people come to us and say they listen. The funny thing is, it was so goddamn much hard work, and we dreaded it to a certain extent because it's just like, you know, it's booking, it's writing the show, it's editing, and it's like we had talked about maybe doing 3 shows 4 times a year and posting once a month, and now it's like we are gunning to get here every Wednesday and Sunday because we like doing this so much. I think we'd do it more if we had the time.
I would. It's fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. And the funny thing is too, you hear people that are new on podcaster shows, they get really nervous beforehand. And I always used to chuckle when people would do that before they came on our show. Cause I'm like, our show's the last fucking show. You should never get nervous about coming on. Kai might heckle you a little, but I'm there to hug you. It'll be great.
I'll fuck with you.
It'll be a soft landing. Soft landing.
I was wondering, we have some friends, the Film Cynics, that did a radio show, a film radio show, because this was previously a film podcast, and we Heather and I know our shit about films. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. We were both guests on that show. That was the only time I was ever nervous while I was on hold waiting to go live on the air.
Yes, and that was really early on in everything. I think that was my first actual radio spot. And that was early on when we all had just started too. But I was really nervous about that. But once it started, I felt comfortable, which is like most things.
It's funny. The weird thing about that. So I found out that they syndicated on that network. They syndicated George Norrie. Which, do you know who George Norrie is?
No.
Okay, fucked up shit. So I had to work nights for several weeks, 12 years ago, and in the middle of the night, there's a guy that is way into like alien out there, like anything, supernatural that people think is real, like the existence of aliens. He has guests on that have a buck where they're like, oh yeah, aliens have come down and abducted us all and you're just a sheep in a body. And he treats them the way Oprah would interview them. Completely serious, completely just like engaged. He's great. The show
I would listen to that.
The show is batshit nuts. It's on from like 2 to 4 in the morning. And I found out they syndicated, and the first thing I said when I got on the radio was like, it is a pleasure to be with you guys and the home of George Norrie, because the show is so fucking crazy. That was one experience. The other was, that is the only time my stepdad said, wow, you really know a lot about this nerdy shit, because at the time, what was it? Walking Dead season 1 had finished, and I had read the comics a long time prior, and everybody was kind of up in the air about how they felt of it. It was a short season. They didn't know what it was going to come. I was like, just wait till they get to a prison. I just kept saying, wait till they get to the prison. That's when shit gets good.
Yep.
And sure enough, it did. But it was funny. That was the show where my stepdad said, oh, you are doing something with all the free time other than being a fucking dork.
No, being a dork is a job.
Also
Dorks run the world. Nerds run the world now. That's the deal. We're in charge. We give no shits. You can get in hot tubs and try and get our attention. It works temporarily. but you'll fizzle out, and we'll still have all the knowledge.
Somebody mentioned
Allegedly.
Somebody mentioned Among Us in the stream too. I want to bring that up real quick. I was thinking like I don't want to turn this into a gaming thing. I know Twitch is really popular. However, I would be interested in trying Among Us on here with you at some point, because the one time I tried Among Us, we all got together to play it. You and our friends and me. And I got in and they're like, okay, now just go. So like I did something and died immediately. And I'm like, I don't know what I did. I don't know how I died. And like, it's okay.
Someone killed you.
They're like,
it's fine.
It wasn't even that. I think I ran into a wall and knocked myself out.
You can't do that. You can only die if someone murders you. You got murked.
Okay. But then they said, just hang on, we'll get you in the next one. And then I didn't get the next one, and I was like, I'm good. So I've never actually played Beyond because no one bothered to explain it to me. It just seemed
I feel like you'd be really good at it. And our friend Jason Soto and I have talked about it, because basically you're just lying and murdering your friends. I mean, it's a good time. I used to play regularly on Sunday nights. Exactly. I used to play regularly on Sunday nights, and we had a lot of fun. And we play in a group of people that some take it a little more seriously than others. I don't. I show up, I take my sleep medicine, and I just go do what I call my chores and try not to die. I personally enjoy trying to figure out who the killer is as opposed to being the killer. But it can be a lot of fun. It's in essence, it has the feel of like almost a board game. And when you're playing with people, it definitely is a good time. But some people get really hostile, like I said. So it's about balance as far as that goes. It depends on how competitive you are. I used to be a really terrible loser. Now I just laugh.
You call it stabby time, right?
Everybody calls it stabby time because of me now. I don't know how these things stick. I think it's just because I'm so stubborn that I won't stop saying them until everybody else starts saying them. And then I stop calling them that when everybody starts saying the things I say.
I decided I'm going to be the amazing Kiter Man one day. And now people's kids are like, that's Kiter-Man. Our good friend Dylan sent me a text the other night that they have like a Spider-Man magnet on their fridge, and he's like, one of his daughters said, that's Spider-Man. The other one said, no, that's Kiter-Man. And I said, my work is fucking done here.
Yes.
Goal achieved.
It's true. It's Tapeworm just said lockbox. I would like to reply with strategery.
That's a lot of Al Gore. Keeping it on the trend of appealing to the young crowds, we're going back to George Bush, Al Gore humor now, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I'm appeasing to the audience and the chat. Ha ha ha. Yeah, but Among Us, we should do that. Maybe a Sunday stream or something. Maybe we can get the crowd that plays together on Sundays to play with us.
Well, the three of them that we liked in the meeting that we had before the show, not the other fuckers. I don't like those guys. Mrs. Kiterman said, I hate that Kai is good at everything, though, for reals, and we need to get that on tape. So,
yeah, and that can be infuriating at times. I'm one of those people that I do everything competently. I can do just about anything pretty well. I can get by doing just about any job, anything on the planet for the most part, and I can do it well. Jack of all trades, master of none. It can be a little frustrating at times.
Now they're just talking about Among Us, and I have no idea what they're talking about. Somebody got tipped on their back.
They're talking about things being sus and imposters, and you don't even have to really know about the game to just go along with it in the wordage. It's perfectly fine.
So I guess what it all comes down to is, do you want to watch me play Among Us in a hot tub?
Yes, because I would love to watch, like I said, a dumpster fire. I'm a fan of them. I enjoy them. They're a good time.
It's certainly a dumpster fire. I'm good at everything except maintaining my body.
That part I've done pretty well on, but I'm not getting into a hot tub. Don't have one.
Mrs.
And it's too hot.
Went with a SNL deep cut. That's funny. Mrs. Kiterman just gave us a great transition. So we wanted to talk tonight, and please, you guys, put your stuff in the chat that goes along with the thing we want to talk about. We want to talk about stuff that other people find is popular, super into, and you're just like, don't give a shit. Okay, so tell us what yours are. Mrs. Kiterman mentioned burrito, which is a deep cut SNL thing. So you guys mentioned Lockbox and Strategery. That's old SNL. There was an episode where Kelsey Grammer hosted SNL and did this detective noir skit where throughout the whole thing he just kept saying burrito. It's up there with the Looney Tunes jacket and the taco thing that I brought up a few weeks ago that got us -3 followers. But since she mentioned it, It's an app thing to roll in the thing we're going to talk about tonight because
Actually, it is too because you bring up Kelsey Grammer, and I can bring up the first example of the things.
It's almost like I segue flawlessly.
Yeah, it's almost like you've done this job as a host before. I feel like it. It's pretty good. So, since you brought up Kelsey Grammer, what is this about, Kai? What is this about with Kelsey Grammer?
Things that people really love that you just don't. Meh. You're just.
Yeah. Okay. So there's our transition. Fuck Kelsey Grammer. Everybody loves Raymond is a show, but everybody seems to love Frasier as well. Yes. Everybody seems to love Frasier. They think it's one of the greatest shows of all time. I think it's bullshit. I've tried to watch it multiple times, but I can never connect to any of the characters.
Wait, go see it. All right.
Oh, look. We look like we're going to clunk heads. It's magical.
Snooch to the booch. All right, there we go. Everything's backwards on our OBS.
I know. It's so confusing to be alive.
Backwards. So I want to turn this left. I'm going to go right. If I want to go right, it's going to go left.
I'll just keep doing the same thing and hope we figure it out.
All right, so go ahead.
So yeah, I've hated Frasier, and part of it I know is because I loathe Kelsey Grammer. I've seen him in a few roles where I've been able to handle him. There's been occasions where he's been amusing and funny, but in general, I can't stand him. And this show is just him being an ass for the most part, and I don't really enjoy anybody else on it either. It's just boring, and they had like 11 seasons of it. And he used to come on after Golden Girls.
It's very pretentious. I think everybody always tried to live through the eyes of the father that lived with them because, like, him and his brother were such just like, you know, and he's just like, I was a cop. I don't give a shit. I have a dog. And
who was the lovely British lady? She was the one redeeming character on the show.
British lady?
Maybe she was British. Was she British? I don't remember.
I didn't give a shit about Frasier either. I like Frasier as a side character in Friends. Or not in Friends, in Cheers.
Tolerable then, but I'm not a huge Cheers fan. I don't dislike Cheers. Don't get me wrong. But I'm that's not a show that I go back and revisit. And I love Shelley Long. That woman is funny as shit. So you liked
the first season?
Yeah. I like Kirstie Alley too. I'm not anti Kirstie Alley. I just love Shelley Long. That's probably why I would sit there and watch it with my parents. I adored her.
See, for me, I feel like this is a little more controversial. It's Seinfeld.
You don't like Seinfeld? Okay. I actually understand.
Seinfeld is good. It is smart. I don't ever have to fucking watch it again or revisit the episodes. They are awful people. I'm fine with that. And the funny thing is, I actually like Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is...
Okay, now that's a bit peculiar. That you like one but not the other. Yeah, it's exactly the same sense of humor, certainly. So
it's from the same fucking people.
Exactly. And it's great. Daphne. Thank you, Mrs. Keiderman. She was Dad's caregiver, I think. Her name is Daphne. Yes. She was a Brit, and she was cute, as I recall. But that's all I recall. So she didn't bring me into the show and lure me in. Like Karen on Will and Grace. I watched that whole fucking show just to listen to Karen say a word or two here or there. It was a zinger. That woman is a train wreck that I love.
I used to do a Karen impression. I don't remember how to do it, so I'm not even going to try.
I do it better when I'm drunk, but it's been 5.5 years since I've been drunk, so I can't do it anymore.
The before time says Curb bothers me in the same ways that Seinfeld bothers me sometimes. I watched almost all of Seinfeld. I didn't try to watch all of Curb. Curb is too better.
I'll agree with that, too. There is definitely way more bitterness attached to Curb. Seinfeld is definitely more across the board welcoming.
I enjoy it because
really
it's HBO Seinfeld. So it's the smart comedy, but there's no rules. You can go like a little bit darker with it. Plus the Larry David's wife is one of the people that people say my wife looks like too. So I always find that kind of funny. Cheryl Hines. Oh. She gets Shania Twain. She gets Cheryl Hines. She gets a bunch. I think it has to do with like a good smile.
I like it.
So really interesting side point about Curb Your Enthusiasm, since we're talking about it. I was on Netflix the other day. There's a documentary. A guy was arrested and accused of murder. He was acquitted and charges dropped because he happened to be at the same Dodger game they were shooting the Larry David Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, where he goes to the Dodgers game and takes the hooker with them to get the fast pass or whatever they carpool lane. The guy was ultimately acquitted because he was shown in footage in the background of the Curb Your Enthusiasm. There's a whole documentary about it. I gotta watch it. That sounds really interesting.
I would watch that. I would definitely watch that. All right, Kai. Tell me something
I just did.
that you hate that everyone else thinks is super awesome.
Kardashians? I can't fucking stand
Yeah.
it. I can't stand
Yeah.
it. Oh, wait.
Kardashians in fairness,
and Jenners.
Yes, I've never watched an episode of the show, so I can't speak of it, but I've watched a lot of reality shows, and I've watched a lot of really bad TV shows, and I like some. Like I totally loved that show on Bravo. Actually, I loved lots of Bravo shows. Flipping Out, where they were this lovely gay couple, and they bought houses, and then they did exactly that. They flipped them.
I want the
They
asshole
fixed
gay
them up
couple.
and flipped them. Jeff was the asshole in the couple, and he was so fucking great.
No,
He
you
was
just
so
said they
worth
were a
watching the show.
lovely gay couple. I want the asshole gay couple. That's the one I'd watch. By the way,
Well, half of it was an asshole because Jeff was an asshole, but that was a great one. Like I would sit there and watch it. There's a such thing as good trash TV, but you know you're watching trash TV. People, I think, idolize the Kardashians, and that's where I go. Ooh.
by the way, my wife corrected me. She's not Shania Twain, Sheryl Crow. That's the person she gets.
Oh, Sheryl Crow's lovely. I can see that actually. Some of that bone structure.
Lovely bone structure. Here's the thing. I'll take it a step further. I fucking hate reality TV. I just fucking do. Because there was a time reality TV was kind of interesting and cool. Like,
Yeah.
I even think some of the premises for a lot of the reality TV that's out there is great. The Real World Season 1 was an interesting experiment.
It was
What it
great.
evolved into was a mechanism to generate stories by cutting narratives and driving people to do fucked up shit and bringing in...
Did you watch Road Rules?
No.
Because I fucking loved Road Rules too. I feel like you would have watched Road Rules.
Oh, let's
Road
do
Rules
Real
was
World
great.
after it's no good, but we'll put them in a Winnebago.
But it worked. Like,
It worked
and it was
on
the
you.
same. It was the first thing. It was the same thing though. It was really good for like the first 3 or 4 seasons, and then it turned into just a shit show. Which I think is what happens to all these shows. They feel like they have to up the ante every year, so they start inventing shit. And you hear that even about cooking shows, and that makes me so sad because I love cooking shows. If you're going to tell me that they already have the winner picked with Chopped because the person has the more likable story, I am literally going to just have a complete mental breakdown, even though I know it's probably true.
Here's the thing with the cooking shows. So, like, I'll lean towards the cooking shows more than anything else. And I have another thing with this later on. But, like, there's too many. So
I agree.
I really liked Hell's Kitchen, especially when they did that shit near our friend Dylan's house in Arizona with that crazy woman. That was insane.
Oh, I can tell you the exact moment I stopped watching Hell's Kitchen.
What?
I saw Ramsey in a cut, and yes, I paid too much attention to what's going on in the background, apparently, but he was yelling at someone about something they screwed up. Where's the lamb sauce? There's no lamb sauce or something. And then you saw someone in the background that had gotten eliminated 3 episodes before that. So they were taking him yelling about something.
In another
And
episode?
that's, yep, from what was at least a few episodes ago. It could have been even further back. And then when I saw that it was being manipulated that bad for ratings, I was like, nope, I will not even finish the season.
Which
and
one
I
is
didn't
that?
go back to it.
I watched the one where he would go around to restaurants and help them fix it up. Not the...
Oh, that was a good one. That was a really good show.
I
I
like
liked
that
it when
one.
it was in Britain too. It started off in Britain.
No, I won't watch that.
Kitchen Nightmares. Kitchen Nightmares. That's
Kitchen
what it was
Nightmares,
called.
yes.
Yeah, that was great.
What's the one where he's
Thank you, David.
teaching him Hell's Kitchen?
Hell's Kitchen is the one where, yeah, they're bringing in people that have potential, and that was another one that had a really good premise. It started off really cool. I liked it. I think I probably watched till like the 7th or 8th season, and then I quit.
But I can't. There's too many. So that, like, now I have to watch the British Bake Off, which is...
I haven't watched that yet. Everybody just thinks it's the greatest show ever, though.
It just, like, puts me to bed, dude.
Really? Maybe I should watch it then.
Yeah,
Should I watch it when we get done with the stream tonight? Oh.
Tell us in the chat, since we're appealing to the younger crowd.
I love how the
Should
chat
Heather
is a
watch?
mix between, yes, I agree that XYZ is annoying and science stuff versus I hate hamburger. Now I am Joe Mama. That may have been the greatest comment in the chat so far. Thank you so much.
By the way, so Little Donut Ice earlier said he's not a fan of the BTS Happy Meals, which
I
I'm not a fan of
Okay.
BTS. Period.
yeah, I haven't had Happy Meal in a
By
long
the way,
time. Now I'm feeling a little
Nothing to do
sad.
with the band themselves. Nothing to do with them being Asian. Nothing to do with anything. Hate boy bands in general. They're manufactured music to make $1. Like, just can't stand them all.
I don't mind. I like it. Okay, I used to love pop music, but that dwindled in the 90s and then just completely crashed after. I haven't found pop music that I've really, really loved in the last decade or two. And maybe it was because I had to be younger to enjoy it. I'm not sure. I don't have enough perspective to say it's one way or the other. I really don't.
What is pop music though? Like even like
Britney Spears, Madonna's pop. Pink, you could say, is pop now. She started off as an R&B artist, but she's definitely more pop rock now.
I like Pink.
Christina Aguilera. I like Pink a lot. Pink makes great music.
I like the cut of her jib.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not fucking around, as they say. She's got an exclamation point in there instead of an I to let you know she's really about that shit.
I wouldn't fuck with her, and I'd fuck with just about anybody. Well, I might fuck with her a little. Maybe a little.
All right, going back. Kardashians. So, don't give a shit about half of them. Can't name all of them. Jenner's just... for some reason, they have huge following. Multi... Didn't one of them just become a billionaire?
Yeah, Kim did. The one with like 15 kids and a beautiful
Jenner
ass.
did. I think Kendall Jenner just...
No, I think it was Kim. I don't know the other names, but I think it was Kim. I saw it on... I follow this...
Kim's probably been a billionaire.
No, it's not as easy to become. Once you hit the billion, she had more money than Kanye. Kanye does fine on his own, but she had more money than Kanye, which is...
I'm going to Google
that's
this right
the part
now.
that's pretty fucked. Go ahead and Google it. I'm pretty sure it's Kim.
Phil.
I am pretty damn sure it's Kim. However, the thing that really kind of... Like I said, I don't care if you like them or you want to watch the show and that kind of thing. It's strange how people idolize them. Like these people are kind of the problem with society. These women have probably hundreds of thousands of dollars just in purses and shoes. And I love shoes, but there are people who can't eat. And once you've hit the billions, like, what are you doing with that money?
Nothing. Hopefully you're helping people.
I don't. If you have it, you're not helping enough people. That's the way I see it. You're really not. Not that it's their responsibility either. It becomes so much money that it becomes gross. But these are the people that we look up to in our society, and doesn't that say something about us as people? It irks me. I've heard them referred to as like our version of the royal family. How is that even possible? I mean, the Kennedys, yes. Yes, I get it with the Kennedys. Totally. The Camelot, the whole thing. Totally got it. But you're telling me the Kardashians?
Overthrow the rich is right, David DePick.
David DePick, you have been great with your contributions tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
There's more. There's more fight. By the way, everyone, there's been like all sorts of rambling in our chat, and I think there might be a fight. I'm kind of excited.
Who's fighting?
I don't know.
I thought
We're just saying fight. We're always fighting. I think that's our relationship. I don't know. Maybe they're just doing a Beastie Boys song. Maybe they're fighting for their right.
I don't know why they got famous. One of them did a sex tape.
Kim did the sex tape for sure.
Yeah, I know. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't understand what else is going on over there.
Did you Google? Oh yeah, she's the billionaire.
Which one?
Kim Kardashian. She is the billionaire now.
My son now brings me a beer every episode midway through, and I don't know why.
Because he's a good son. Well done. That's the proper way to have beer.
One time I told him, could you grab me a drink? And at some point, I'm going to do that.
I think you have a couple times, but at least most of the times I think you've been joking.
He's also like, get funnier.
Does the beer help you get funnier?
Get off the Kardashians and get funnier.
All right, well, then let's get off the Kardashians, because nobody else is going to. Everybody's
Thank you! If you didn't do it, I was going to do it. It's a layup.
Hey, come on. We've been friends a long time for a reason.
The NBA won't. Good.
Well done. All right, mine is a glowing hatred I have, and I keep getting in arguments with all my female friends, which, by the way, I actually have a good amount of female friends now to bounce this off of. And please, ladies in the chat, contribute. I fucking do not understand why mom jeans are coming back and why everyone's wearing them, and I fucking hate them, and I want to burn them all. Why are they popular? And I keep asking women, and women that are younger than me, women with better bodies than me, and going, yeah, what do you think? You really want your like belly pouch to just stick out? Well, it's better than my ass crack. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. I'll let my ass crack hang out all day long. I don't want something at my waist. I can't stand to have things tied around my waist.
You got corrected by a man in the chat that said high hip jeans.
These are not high hip jeans. They go all the way up to your waist.
Yeah, they're old man.
They are from the 80s.
You put them right.
They cut off like right here. Right here. You see them in like yoga pants and stuff now too, and it's bothersome. Mom jeans don't show off the butt more. They exploit the butt in a way that is not kind to women that have pear-shaped figures. I happen to have a great ass, so it's fine for me. But women that have pear-shaped figures or flat butts or strangely oddly shaped butts or perhaps saggy butts, it is not friendly to at all. Now you want to wear a pair of hip huggers, whether you have a butt or not, it's going to make it look like you kind of have a tushy. And if you have an otter shaped one, it's going to be more friendly to that general region. Now, if you have belly, you're going to look pregnant, so you have to be a little wiser about your top. However, mom jeans are gross. They look like fucking giant diapers that come up to your boob line.
So
thank you, K.O. Cray says mom jeans are not nice to butts.
I should clarify that Before Times was not correcting you. He was asking a question. So thank you for clarifying.
Okay. Thank you. I was not actually reading. I was just listening to you.
I feel like we have a couple of those in our house. What's the man equivalent? It's just the man in the 60s that pulls that shit and cinches his belt like right up here.
Yes. Which Mike and I joke all the time that when we're old, that's going to be us. He's going to have his pants up to his chest.
So here's the thing. Like, so I got forced into skinnier jeans. I never wore skinny jeans, but everyone was like, because I wasn't always a skinny guy. I've lost 40 pounds several years ago. I'm still like a little overweight. I don't care. I'm comfortable. But I like, somebody told me you don't have to wear baggy clothes. Actually wearing tighter fitting clothes is actually flattering because you're not whatever. So I started, just got to that point. Now I have to go back to fucking baggy because the fucking 90s are coming back in, which is where I fucking fit in. God damn it. You know, it's like
some of the 90s and some of the 80s, which I mean, you know, this is what happens with fashion. It cycles. It comes back and reinvents itself. But I don't feel like the mom jeans are being reinvented. I feel like they are just being literally recycled. And I would prefer the baggy jeans to come back. I don't mind skinny jeans as much anymore. I've adapted to them. They are not necessarily friendly to a woman with my figure, but I've gotten okay with them. I just don't like the super tight ones.
The funny thing is, Tapeworm in the chat just said, bring back the 80s. And the 80s is literally ending, dude. That's where the...
Oh, he said 90s. No. He said 90s.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then I'm with you. Never mind.
I love the 90s. Let's go VH1. I love the 90s.
Bring back the 1540s.
Well, I'd rather not.
Was cycling at that
I'd have a lot less rights. I'm against that. Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I understand fashion cycles, and I understand that certain things are not favorable to some people with certain builds, but these are just so gross. And what I hear is the biggest reason that most women do like them is because they're comfortable and they're kind of saying, fuck you guys, we don't have to be sexy for you, which I'm like, then I'm just going to wear harem pants or sweatpants or what I call cookie pants if I want to be comfortable.
Here's the thing. Is James Dean look like a cool motherfucker?
James Dean was a cool motherfucker.
Is there a decade that's passed where James Dean was not a cool motherfucker?
No.
Okay. T-shirt.
That's a timeless
jeans,
look.
T-shirt, jeans, shoes. T-shirt, Levi's, shoes. T-shirt.
I
Levi's,
agree.
Shoes. Not dress
I happen
shoes.
to say my personal style is the same pretty much. It's T-shirt, jeans, boots, T-shirt, jeans, shoes. For the most part. But what I'm most comfortable in is workout clothes. So maintaining that argument would be that I should be able to wear my workout clothes all the time. And that's what we should all be wearing. What I wear to work out.
Mrs. Keiderman just said, I think there's a difference between mom jeans and just high-waisted.
I'm going straight for the mom jeans with like the pleated belly. The pleated belly. The pleated. There's pleated.
All right, here's the one that drove me nuts like the last few years. It's fanny packs. Because I grew up when fanny packs were a thing and were ostracized for how lame they were, and at some point they became really popular in the last 5 years. I do give this generation credit for putting them cross-chest.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's better.
Well,
Because it's a useful tool.
It is.
Compartments to quickly reach for your shit without using your
honestly,
pockets.
When I first started running long distance, the first thing I got, which I didn't know I needed, was, well, in my mind, it was, as you said, a fanny pack. That's what we called it. They call them, other things.
What did they call them?
Belts, hydration belts, things like that. However, I always called it my fucking utility belt. But I still have several variations of them, and they're just, hybrid versions of fanny packs that we use as long distance runners to keep our things in. So they serve many purposes. So it's not a stupid, silly thing. I still don't want to wear one, but I will.
Hey, we need some more for you guys in the chat. What is stuff that you guys don't like that is very popular? I could throw out Trump, obviously. I could throw out country music. I'm going to avoid those.
But Trump being popular is subjective, too, because that's like...
That's why I'm not doing it.
45%. Okay, I've got one. And maybe someone will agree with me here. Again, this is kind of definitely more for my sex, but it's baby showers and weddings and gender reveals or any of this bullshit. I fucking hate it. I wish I never had to go to one for the rest of my life. I mean, if it's someone who's really, really close to me and I care about, I'll be happy for them. And because I love them, I'll suffer through it.
You can fit a fanny pack under your mom jeans. I'm sorry, that was a great comment in the chat.
That was amazing. Hey,
and if your body has kind of weird shapes, it'll just fit in smoothly and no one will even notice. I love it. That's so great. Like mine.
It's true. However,
wait.
Yeah, I fucking hate those scenarios.
Along the same lines, what is your go-to gift amount? Like whether it's I think everybody has a set amount. Like I know this person, I don't know this person.
If you're single and you go to a wedding, $50. If you're giving cash, $50 is reasonable.
Okay.
If you're a couple, depending on your financial stability, I feel like 75 to 100 those are like the cushion spots. Unless you're like a big baller, then you can throw some stuff out. But I think that those are reasonable numbers, and I think that's what would be expected. Graduation parties, depending on how close you are, I think if you're just friend of the family, it's like $25, something like that, maybe 20. I'm not going to go with that one.
To do.
No,
go get a
I'm going to give them. It's helping them get a start. So I used mine for school. So that, and then like if you're closer, then $40 or $50.
All right, your cousin's kid. No, I'll take it.
My cousin's kid gets 25 bones.
$25.
Yeah, $25.
Gift card or something thoughtful?
I'm not doing something thoughtful. I already had to show up to the fucking party, and I just said I don't want to go to these parties.
I'm straight across the board $50. If you're not in my family.
If you're not in the family, yeah, that's fine.
My immediate family. Even my mother gets $50.
Is that like birthday? Oh, you guys don't do birthdays.
I don't have to do birthdays.
Fuck.
Which is
you
odd.
don't have to do birthdays.
I should be doing 100 because I have all these holidays I don't have to do. I should be giving more, but I'm like Uncle Scrooge over here. $50.
Well, that's a straightforward and reasonable number. You have to think about what your budget is too, because seriously, that's the other problem with this now, with the fact that there are so many. There's like 20 parties that you have to bring gifts to, just building up to the wedding of the couple that's not even going to stay married. So
you're judging them when you buy
happens.
Okay, so
I am. So you have to buy a gift for their engagement party. Then you have to buy a gift for their announcement. These are the things you're supposed to buy fucking gifts for. I'm telling you. I don't do it.
In fact,
I don't do it.
Here's the other thing.
I don't usually go either.
If my line is 50 and I know that marriage is not lasting, does the present go down to 25? Or
no, I give the same amount.
Do I go 75? Because
I would say I'm paying for my food and my dancing or drink when I used to drink. Trust me, if I didn't think the couple's going to make it, I drank a lot of their booze. Lots of their booze.
What's a go-to wedding present or baby shower gift? Like what do you
I don't like fucking shopping. So I don't do that.
Well,
that's why I know the money rules. I'm very sorry. I'm very emotional.
Are you
I'm very triggered?
Okay, let's do this. If you like the person that this is happening to, and you like the person that put the baby in them, are you going to the registry and buying something nice, or are you getting thoughtful and creative?
I'm going to get thoughtful and creative.
Okay.
Especially if it's like a baby thing, then I'll get, actually with baby stuff, it's not like the coolest thing, but I will get you shit that you really actually need and things that people aren't going to buy for you or things you didn't put on your registry. And stuff that if you get multiple things of, it'll be good. It's not going to be a bad thing. We're going to go, why do I have 4 of these bloody bouncers? I'm too tired to return these to Target and get money back. How do you get out? Yeah, I'm thoughtful when it comes to baby gifts. Weddings, it's always money. I'm not buying you a gift.
Hey, we got another bot in the chat, you guys. That means we're succeeding. Thank you, everybody. Mrs. Keiderman mentioned Bill Murray. That totally fits the conversation. I
it does.
Don't understand it. She can tolerate Groundhog's Day. That's about it.
But she said that he makes her nervous or uncomfortable, I think,
but
what
so
it
does
was.
every stand-up comic.
Well, yeah, that's kind of their job. That's true. Look, guys, I'm kicking out some spam. Woo! All right, we got another one here. We heard Ariana Grande.
Everybody in the chat, say hi to Dragon's Pride 420 for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Even if you're late, we're happy to have you.
A hand grenade. Yeah, you like hand grenades.
Somebody said, somebody came to a grad party and just gave me a card. They aren't invited to anything else. Yeah. I don't care if it's, you gotta give me like a $10 iTunes card if you're gonna show. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, I think you should have a gift. There's a certain level of decorum here, but I think that there's a lot of wiggle room too, because I think it's gotten to the point like where it's unreasonable, where you have to have a budget each month to give people gifts for the shit they're asking for. I feel like just going, hey, how much is all this going to cost me? Can I just send it to you now and me not attend any of your stupid events where I have to eat weird shit and take pictures and try to do this sober?
Can I contact HR and just have them take it pre-tax from my check so I don't have to deal with the concept of
that's
doing
how
this
I feel about that.
I do too.
And I know that sounds horrible, and I don't apologize for it because people have gotten so fucking entitled and obnoxious about it. It's not about spending time or having an event with the people you care about anymore. It's who am I going to put on my list? What am I wearing? What do I got? Oh my gosh, how many parties do I get to have? Are they going to come to this one? Oh, I had to have 3 bridal showers. I had to have 3 baby showers because these people are out of town, and I had to have my work one and I have this one. It's like, holy fucking shit. I just want to poop in silence. That's it.
I don't know how you ended it that way. Here's my thing. Here's the one you go fuck yourself. Are you ready?
Yes.
5th grade graduation. Fuck off.
I'm not giving anybody anything
nothing.
for 5th grade.
High five.
That's right. And you get a solid high five and a big hug and maybe some jokes.
Good job for doing what you're supposed to do.
That's different. That's little kid. That's fine. That's just to make them feel special, to know what it's like to achieve things and be rewarded with applause and support as opposed to gifts.
I'll show up and clap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not buying a card. No, I take that back. I'm not showing up and clapping. Your family can show up and clap.
I'll show up and clap. I'll do that for my nephew. I don't know about anybody else. I do that for my nephew. Yeah, that's true. I do a lot for my nephew that I couldn't do for anybody else.
Have to show up, but like I'm like 5th grade graduation. Like, is that?
I don't feel like you have to.
It's not a graduation.
So would you go to that? Because that's where I don't have to bring anything because I'm not fucking going.
I will go when my wife tells me I have to. I am not going to by choice go.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I married someone that's worse about going to things than I am.
Oh, I like
we are so good at staying home for shit we don't want to do. I don't feel guilty about it. And you shouldn't either. Really.
Like, what is the 5th grade accomplishment?
I'm bringing Anakin Skywalker to any 5th grade graduation.
I don't get it. Here's my thing.
Stay away from the younglings.
What about all the people that go through K through 8? Which I don't understand. There's a lot of K through 8 schools. They don't get 5th grade.
There's also a lot of our schools locally do like 1 to 4 and then do 5 to 6 and then do 6 to 7. Yeah, they hop and they have upper, lower elementary, then they have middle school and something else, and then high school.
Middle school is 6 to 8.
Not anymore.
That's bullshit.
It's 7 and 8 now. And it's different just in even like local school districts. All of the schools around Metro Detroit area, they didn't used to be different, but now they're all different.
Did this develop after core math?
I'd say just before it, but in the same frame of time, actually, I'd say you're right. The world's gone fucking mad, dude. Everybody's rogues. Middle school did indeed suck bread bug. For me, it was junior high. It was 7th through 9th grade, and it was definitely the hardest. Actually, it turned in 7th to 8th grade because they put the 9th grade into high school the year I was in 8th grade.
My 5th grade class did DARE graduation?
Mine too. Hey, you guys want to know something funny? I read my DARE essay. In front of everybody and became an alcoholic. It's great.
My DARE essay.
But hey, look, Dare.
Over the months
look,
the Civil War has begun.
I've got my 5-year sobriety coin right here. Hey, everybody, you like that? I read my DARE essay. You'll see that? Isn't it great? It helped a lot.
And balancing the scale is me.
I just wanted to make everyone uncomfortable. Although I don't think anybody in the chat's uncomfortable with that.
Didn't I do that when I attacked 5th graders?
You don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I just said I'm not going to your fucking baby shower, and I don't think you're going to keep it.
I didn't get into fights in middle school. I got kicked in the nuts by a girl really hard. I burned a girl, and she literally, I can still see to this day. I don't know why I
guarantee it. You deserved it.
I don't know why I was standing like my legs like this. Like it was the perfect storm. My legs were like this, as if only by putting them at this angle could I hold the rest of my body up. And I needed someone to be able to see between my legs for a long distance. And I said something that offended this girl. And she literally did that thing where she did like a 1.5 step back. And then a jump, like a jump into a flowing kick that literally just somehow landed perfectly between that taint area.
Was this the 80s and was it Cobra Kai, perhaps?
I'm not that old.
Cobra Kai! I made it good.
It was the 90s.
I made it funny!
She must have attended Cobra Kai because the portion of her lower calf, top of the arch of foot, the most strongest force on her body struck my taint region, catching both boys at the perfect angle to where you literally do one of those faces, like, and then just all breath is sucked from my body. And I literally, at that point, while I had the perfect leg structure for supporting my body, at that point, just literally fell straight back. I needed a third leg to keep me up, like a tripod. And I lost my tripod when she kicked me there. So I just, straight back. So I never got a fight, but one girl did nearly disintegrate the chances of me having children one day.
Basically, your entire junior high is summed up by you getting a swinging leg kick in the sack that sent you flying.
There's a lot more to it. I just feel like it's a highlight.
I would say it was very. I would have bought her a lot of things afterwards with the hopes that would not occur again.
You know, Mrs. Kiderman said you burn a girl. I'm really good about not burning girls. I try to be really nice to people, even though I have like a rough exterior. But like, you could
totally be a jerk, though. I could see, especially like that age.
I was really a playa, up with an A, I think. Through junior high and high school, so I kind of went through a lot of girls, and I never tried to be mean to them, but I think I might have been like, I like you, and then when I was like, I'm 11 and I don't, and she was like, I'm gonna try to destroy your balls with one kick, and she did a really good job at trying.
That's really good. My junior high.
By the way, wait, real quick.
Oh,
she reached out several months ago and commissioned art for me for her children, so I think we're cool.
Oh my God!
I did a logo for their hockey team.
Well done.
With blood extracted from my balls. Go ahead.
Well done. I hope you did it for free. I think you're still doing penance for whatever you fucking did.
I charged her $25 because I had to go to a 5th grade graduation for someone I didn't like.
Well done. Well done, sir. Way to bring it back around. Well, let's see here. Oh, what's another thing?
Oh, I got one. In and out. Fuck In and Out. People think it's too good.
It's fine. I think everybody has their whatever nostalgic attachment to a place like that, and everybody thinks that theirs is the best, and there's just no arguing because you are not going to meet anywhere in the middle.
There's arguing. Don't put peels on my French fries. Take the time to peel my potatoes before you make my French fries.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Middle-aged old man says Popeye's chicken. Fuck that place.
Wait.
Listen.
I have sandwich.
It's not about the actual chicken. I can tell you what the fuck it's about. It's about the fact that it doesn't matter what time of day, there is a line that is at least an hour long going up to it, and the place has been open for 2 years. It's right around the corner from our fucking house, and I want to blow it up.
You mean like
yeah, but this line does not move fast.
You mean like every In-N-Out?
White Castle's like that too, but that line rolls. You're gonna get your 40 fucking crave cases, and you're gonna get them in 10 minutes. And it might not really be food. It might just be slime that came from the ditch behind the fucking White Castle building. But you're going to get that on something called meat. And you're going to get it fast. And you're going to get out of there because you have stoned or drunk people who want your fucking food.
Here's where I give In-N-Out credit. Everyone dressed like a nurse. So I feel like it's clean. And as I go through the drive-thru, I can watch everyone prepare my food. But at the same time, peel the potatoes. Some people do Crisco. Some people do crinkles. Some people do fries like the people that put the heart on your cappuccino. That's what I want. I don't want we cut it up and fry it.
I used to
you go.
Curly fries used to be my favorite thing when I was a kid. Now they never taste as good as I hope they do.
Here's the problem with curly
fries. They're always
fries.
Somehow a disappointment to me.
I can do this for days. Keep picturing me shit. Curly fries are great, except you get 4 good ones in the entire, and then you get 19 C's. You get one venomous snake. That is the curly fry that goes 6 inches, and then you get a bunch of C's.
Oh, you get a tornado. You get a tornado too. You always get a decent tornado where it's nice and crispy and perfect at the end, but it's not even cooked on the other side.
Yes.
Always.
Maybe at Sonic or Rally's.
And then you're like, I'm gonna fucking fight you. Yeah, Sonic and Rally's are good examples. Sonic has tater tots though, and that is an advantage for me. But I don't really like Sonic that much.
Do you have Chick-fil-A where you live?
We just got one nearby. I have the same interest in it as I do in Popeyes for the same reason.
Yeah, the line is always,
I'm not staying. Okay, listen, I'm not waiting in line for fast food. I'm not going to. I don't eat fast food as it is. Put that right there. That. I don't have the patience. I don't have the time. I don't care. I'll go home and eat my own food.
I'll also do research. You want to know a true fact today? I did the DMV. In one of the most busiest DMVs in our area today in 43 minutes, walk-in appointment. It's a new world record.
I think it's supposed to be worse out there for you guys than it is for us over here, because ours are notoriously god fucking awful.
One of my friends did it in about 3.5 hours. I did it in 43 minutes today. I'll get that Chick-fil-A sandwich if I want it.
Okay, Dragon's Pride says, I miss the days when A&W had curly fries. When I worked at Blockbuster, they opened a place next to us. It used to be a card store and turned it into an A&W, and it was the happiest day of my life. I smoked a lot of weed then.
A card store?
Had the munchies lot. The card store turned into an A&W restaurant.
But I don't know what A&W restaurants are, and I don't know what a card store is. So tell me.
You don't know what an A&W is?
I'm aware of the soda. I don't know about the store.
Yeah, it's a restaurant. It's like a fast food joint. They have foot-long hot dogs, and we call them conies. They put chili on. They have mini corn dogs. Their shit is good. Even their burgers are delicious. But I was 19 years old working at Blockbuster, and I spent half my time there and half my time at school. So when I was there, I was smoking the reefer on breaks, and then I'd go get my grub on while I worked.
At least you're doing it on breaks, not on shift.
Well, sometimes on shift. Hey, our address was 42089. It was our duty.
For it. What is a card shop?
A card, actual card, Hallmark cards.
Okay.
They did though. You could go buy them there, but also if you were going to do graduation cards or wedding invitations and things like that.
What if I wanted to play poker? Is that where I would buy accessories or no?
I don't recall.
What if I wanted to buy Pokemon collectible cards or Magic?
I would say no, you are in the wrong place. But if they had a party store, you might be able to do that.
What if I wanted to tell a 10-year-old while I'm only giving him $25?
Why don't you tell that 10-year-old to go get a job and then talk to you?
I did. I did. It just took me a while to find where to purchase that because I've never heard of a card store.
Oh, they wanted to know what my shirt is? Oh, yes, indeed. It is Skeletor in space on a laser cat. Tell me that is not
if only DJ
glory.
Melissa was here. All right. Anything else we want to wrap up with?
No, I don't think I should go on any more tangents.
I really like tangents. This is the part of the reason I like the show. I feel like we should have a structure, but it's much funner when we don't.
Yeah, we do sometimes. Sometimes we have focus shows.
It's gotten us this far, Heather.
It has. This is the one thing we couldn't do when it was all about movies, though. We couldn't just ramble. We would have to stay on task, and that's never fun. Neither of us are very good at it. I think that was one of the things you disliked about it was that you had to stay on task, and then you had to unfortunately keep me on task.
Yes.
Which no man has ever done.
It's true. This is one of the things I failed at in life. So obviously you should have been looking for someone to send us to raid, but I know it's not happened, so I'll give you a moment while we Wait, it's wrap up time? Yes, it is wrap up time. We did our hour. It's our community service.
Yeah, it's our hour.
We'd love
would
to
you
do
guys
more.
like?
I haven't had dinner, and Heather has to go to bed. It's the unfortunate position of being in a West Coast East Coast partnership.
It is, but you know what? For some reason too, it seems like I don't know. I kind of like our Wednesday nights. It seems like they're more lively. It seems like everybody has more fun. Maybe it's because it's the middle of the week.
Or they're just like a massive hippie or part of a cult because she did this,
trying.
but she's also doing the arms, which is
I'm not responsible for anything that I do.
The difference between Silent Bob and a cult person is arms in the air. Literally the only difference.
I thought it was the number of people who followed them. That's it. All right, guys, we're gonna send you to Cameron Creates because I don't think we've gone there for a little while. If we have, then correct me.
Cameron's a good dude. Tell him MILFcast sent you.
Yes, please tell him MILFcast sent you. Say nice things. If you want to talk about how we were being oppressive about baby showers and 10-year-olds in 5th grade and giving people money who don't deserve our money because they're not going to get married and they shouldn't have babies and we don't like anyone, go ahead and tell them. That's right. Yep, keep it going. That's what our show's all about.
We hate 10-year-olds, Kardashians, baby showers.
Yeah, you guys got it.
Still not as weird as Trump followers.
Nobody's as weird as them. Like the real ones.
There's that one person.
Always. Kale Craig's looking forward to the MILFcast.
All right, Kale Craig, you want to see full body or you just want, like, from here up I can do? Like, if we go down here, I have to get another tattoo. Or do something.
I think you should maybe you should just get yourself a bikini top.
By the way, I have a great body. I'm a sexy individual. I'm not ashamed of this. I just don't want to put you through it.
Definitely how we should end the show. Definitely, yes.
I totally fucking agree. Perfect spot. Stop record. Oh my god.
Yo, MILFcast! I don't think you can hear me yet. He is having a great time.
Who is?
Cameron. He said, yo, MILFcast, and he's really excited that we came.
Why can't I go?
He has all the energy.